Do you wear fragrance to get compliments? If yes, then I think you have clicked on the right video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Intellectual Sense. My name is Divjot. On this channel we talk about everything related with fragrance. So if you're into that content, then I will highly implore to you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Now in today's video we will be talking about fragrance which gets you compliment. Now, India as a society is not built to encourage giving compliments or even taking compliments well. I remember one time I went to some function, family function, and there I gave a compliment to a girl that she was looking dressed well and she was looking good. Her dad overheard that particular compliment and he thought that I was hitting on her, which I was not. Now, so we are not encouraged as a society to give compliments because people can take it in a different way. But good part is that I have traveled a lot in my career and I've been abroad and where people are more open to giving compliments. And I will share 10 fragrances which has gotten me compliment or can get you a compliment. So let's start with number 10. Let's start the list with the house of Tomford, one of my favorite designers. And the fragrance we are talking about is Tomford Oud Wood. One of the rare fragrances in my opinion, the oud based fragrances which can get you compliment. Generally oud profile is not good for getting compliments. Now I'm not one of those person who wear fragrance to impress people or get compliments, but there are days when I'm looking to impress people around me. Like if I have some important meeting, I'm getting together with my friends. And one of those days was when I was getting married. I chose to wear Tomford Oud Wood. Now this particular fragrance has got masculinity to it, yet it is very sophisticated. I wore the vintage formulation, which is more intense than the current formulation. And this lasts good 8 hours. The vintage used to last around about 9 to 10 hours with heavy cardamom note. That's the only difference I see. But this is a great fragrance to get compliment. The compliment you will get is more sophisticated compliments, that you smell very sophisticated, you smell very rich. And this cost around $235 I think for 50 ml, so the price point is very high. But if you're looking to wear an oud fragrance to get compliments, then go with Tomford Oud Wood. So next up I've got Acqua di Giò Profumo, the best flanker from Acqua di Giò in my opinion. This is one of the best blue fragrances also in my opinion. Now last year, like most people, I was getting myself vaccinated and I went to the center to get myself vaccinated. And when I was getting vaccinated, the nurse who was vaccinating me gave me the compliment, "You smell very good. Which perfume you are wearing?" I told her that I'm wearing Acqua di Giò Profumo and this cost around 5,000 rupees for 75 ml. I was waiting for her to ask me if there is any alternative to this particular fragrance, but she didn't ask me. So this kind of scent profile, the C notes, the rosemary in it, the floral aspect works very well in the high heat. This lasts good 7-8 hours with huge scent bubble, and the price point is very good also. So around 5,000 rupees for 75 ml, a good designer scent price point to it. So I absolutely recommend this particular fragrance to you if you want to get compliment. You will get compliment for every corner. You can wear this to office, you can wear it casually, you can wear it anywhere in my opinion. It's a very, very good scent profile. So Acqua di Giò Profumo, a great scent to get compliments. Next up, I've got a line of Dior Sauvage, the EDT concentration. This line is selling like a hot cake right now with whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard saga which is happening or which happened. Now I've been always in team Johnny Depp. Ever since I watched the movie Edward Scissorhands, I was a Johnny Depp fan. So this particular fragrance is not as artistic as Edward Scissorhands. I will say this is more of a Pirates of the Caribbean, more mass pleasing fragrance. I believe the creative director of this particular house, Dior, went to the perfumer, the Francis Dimachi, and said, "Create me a fragrance which is mass pleasing." So they put a lot of ambroxan in it along with some spices, which works absolutely well in getting compliment from people. People who are not into perfumes like this kind of scent profile. And for an EDT concentration, this lasted good 7 hours, which is very good. And this cost around, I think, $112 for about 75 ml, I think. And this is like a white t-shirt. It's very boring, but it's extremely effective scent profile. Works in high heat, you can wear it in office. Absolutely. Get this fragrance if you want to get compliment. This is not a complex fragrance, just an easy fragrance which people love. So next up, I've got a fragrance which is the most underrated Tomford fragrance in my opinion. It's Tomford Santal Blush. Now, this fragrance was originally marketed for women, but I believe this is more of a unisex fragrance, even leaning towards the guys in my opinion, because it's got a creamy sandalwood along with the floral aspect, which works pretty well. Now, I remember back in 2019, I went to Canada for some business trip and I carried the decant of Santal Blush with me. And because I feel this is more of an office safe fragrance also. Now, while I was coming back, I took a Union Express from their Union station to the airport. And I asked the lady at the counter that when is the train going to come through. And she told me the thing and then she said, "You smell like a rich Indian." Now, I told her that if I was a rich Indian, I would be probably not traveling by train, but I would be traveling by limo, and we shared a laugh. Then I told her about this particular fragrance. She said that, yeah, a lot of Indians smell like sandalwood, and sandalwood is associated with Indians because we use this chandan a lot in our culture. Now, this fragrance lasts good 9 hours with heavy projection because she was able to smell through the counter with this particular fragrance. So this is a fragrance where you want to smell very rich. Go with this particular fragrance. This is absolutely a beast of a fragrance with the sandalwood note, the creamy sandalwood, absolutely enjoyable. Obviously, this is very expensive. I think $285 for 50 ml. So it's an expensive fragrance, but if you want to smell rich, you have to pay for it. So Tomford Santal Blush. Now, one of my favorite Mancera is Oud Lemon Mint. Now, this particular scent profile is a sweet citrusy scent profile with their synthetic oud. The oud here is not natural. But there is no point in over-analyzing this particular fragrance because this fragrance just works. Wear this particular fragrance and you will get compliments on this particular fragrance. There have been numerous times I've wore this particular fragrance to office on a casual Friday. And I've gone to a meeting and I've come out of a meeting and people are saying, "Who is smelling so good?" And it was always Oud Lemon Mint. So this particular scent profile works. Don't try to overanalyze, say, "Oh, this is synthetic, this is that." This just works. If you want to get compliments, wear this particular fragrance. This costs around about 5,000 to 5,500 rupees for 120 ml in grey market and lasts close to 9-10 hours with a very good scent bubble. So if you're looking for compliments, then go for Oud Lemon Mint by House of Mancera. Next up, I've got House of Nishane and their most famous fragrance of Hacivat. Now, every house creates a pineapple scent profile. You can go through it. Most of the houses will have a pineapple based scent profile. Pineapple based scent profile gets you compliment. It's a very well known fact after everyone has seen how famous Aventus has been. Now, this particular fragrance sometimes I feel is a clone of Aventus, but I think this is a unique fragrance. It's a dynamic fragrance. With this oak moss and patchouli in the base, it is very different than Aventus in my opinion. Now, one of the other things which happens with this particular fragrance is that it projects and it lasts for a very long time. With some of the people with King Aventus complain about that they're not getting the performance, but here you get the performance. And whenever I wear this particular fragrance, my wife makes sure to compliment on this particular scent profile. So if you're looking to get compliments, wear a pineapple based scent profile. You can go with Hacivat or you can go with any of the pineapple scent profile you have got in your collection and you will get compliments. This in grey market you can get for around 10,000 rupees for 100 ml, and you can go to MDP store if you want to test this particular fragrance out or buy it. And like I said, it lasts a long time. So Nishane Hacivat, an amazing fragrance. So at number 4, I've got a fragrance called Bleu de Chanel, their EDP concentration. I believe no compliment list can be completed without having a Bleu de Chanel scent profile. And the EDP scent profile, I believe, is the best scent profile for getting compliments. I personally like Parfum more, but I think if you want to get compliments, then go with EDP. EDP does whatever EDT does, but better. Now, the funny bit about this particular whole line is that it's a very simplistic fragrance, but I have never smelled a good alternative fragrance for Bleu de Chanel. I smell good, alternative to Dior Sauvage, Aventus, but I've never smelled a good alternative to Bleu de Chanel. That's mainly because Chanel uses in-house ingredients. They do their own farming, they create their own oils, and they are able to create fragrance like this, which people are not able to copy. Now, this particular scent profile is a scent profile like a white t-shirt, I will say. Very boring but effective scent profile. People will compliment you on this particular scent profile. This lasts a good long time, 9 to 10 hours, with a decent projection, I will say. So if you're looking for a boring and an effective scent profile, then go with Bleu de Chanel, go with the EDP concentration. You will love it. Next up, I've got the best Azzaro fragrance in my opinion, and it's Wanted by Night. Now, this fragrance, in my opinion, is a masterpiece because this particular fragrance is good at everything. You can wear this particular fragrance on a date, casually, wherever you want to wear it, you can wear this particular fragrance. It's the most prominent note I was getting out of this was cinnamon. And cinnamon is a great note to get compliments. It's one of those scent profile like pineapple. It gets you compliment. And this one will get you compliment for sure. You can wear it to clubbing, you can wear it to get together, and you will love it. And it's not expensive like Dior and Chanel are. Dior and Chanel, you can get it at mostly retail prices. But this one, you're able to get it in grey market for around 4,500 rupees for 100 ml. This lasts good 10 hours with a decent scent bubble. I will not say heavy scent bubble, but a good scent bubble, and it will get you compliment for sure. So Azzaro Wanted by Night, best fragrance to get compliments. So at number 2, I've got a fragrance which I've recently reviewed also, and it's Ultramol from House of Jean Paul Gaultier. Now, this particular fragrance is one of those fragrances which you should just wear it and you will see it working for you. It will attract people around you, in my opinion. Now, it has got the sweet scent profile with cinnamon and vanilla in it. And if you want to get compliment, and if you have observed, the sweet scent profile gets you compliment. So if you're looking to get compliment, wear sweet scent profile and Broxton laden scent profile, you will get compliment. Don't wear heavy oud and leathers. That will never get you compliment. Now, this has been blended beautifully by Francis Kurkdjian, who is the perfumer of this particular perfume. This lasts close to 9 hours and costs around about 4,500 rupees for 75 ml. So the price point is pretty good, works for you. You should wear this particular fragrance when you're going for clubbing or get together, and you will be the best smelling guy or a girl, because this is very much a unisex fragrance, in my opinion, in your group for sure. So Ultramol by Jean Paul Gaultier, absolutely go-to fragrance in my opinion. So ending this particular list with King Aventus, because the amount of compliments I've got with Aventus is uncountable. I will tell you one story. I went to Dallas back in I think 2014, and I was meeting my colleague after work, and I wore Aventus, and as soon as I got down in his car, he said, "You smell amazing. What are you wearing?" I told him about Creed, and I told him I'm into fragrance, and I gifted him my Aventus decant which I had. Now then he pinged me after a couple of months, and he showed me he had bought 2 1-liter flacons of Creed Aventus, and he now only wears Creed Aventus. So that's the kind of impact this particular fragrance has had on Fragcom. A lot of people have gotten into fragrance because of King Aventus. And like I've already said, pineapple scent profile gets you compliment. Obviously, this is a very expensive fragrance. It's not an easy fragrance to buy. So if you want, you can get a decant like I had or you could get an alternative to it. Let me know if you want me to do a video on best alternative to Aventus. So compliments equal to Aventus in my opinion. So guys, this is my list. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, have a great day. Bye bye. Cheers.